Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 6th through the 12th of 2020. Very, very interesting week for you. The overall energy that the divine pulled is the autumn card, which is releasing the old and rest. So there's a lot of messages within this. Listen, we've talked about releasing and releasing and releasing what does not serve us. But it takes a while to do that. It just doesn't happen in one full swoop normally, right? We have to keep doing it. And I feel like there's still some things maybe you've been hanging on to a little bit. Maybe from, 2019, maybe from previous, maybe for decades, right? But there's a little bit more that has to be released. Something that doesn't serve your highest purpose this week, okay? And this is also about rest, okay? It I know we just started the new year. It's only, the second week of January, but there's rest here that is needed, okay? There is that too. So we've got kind of dual messages going on for you for this week, and that tends to stay true through this reading. So let's jump into the tarot. The very first card out, very interesting. We have the Lovers card. Now, this is a few messages here, right? This is harmony in relationships, okay? Can be romantic, absolutely. It's the Lovers card. Excuse me. It can also be harmony within any relationship you have with a family member, a friend, work, co-workers. There's a lot of harmony in your relationships this week. This is also talking about your values being in alignment. So your values are very much in alignment, which is a perfect time to release some of that old, okay? Absolutely. So again, this message is kind of going a couple of different ways, which, we haven't really had that happen in a while. So I like that. Next to the Lovers, you have the Prince of Pentacles. So this is the rest part of it, okay? So Spirit's asking you to take a little break, a little rest. Find some time for yourself. If you can take vacation time, take a little vacation time. If you can't, just find that time in the morning or, find some downtime this week. So this Prince of Pentacles is all about that conserving of energy, right? Don't expend yourself so much this week. Don't I don't want to say don't go out of the way, but honestly, don't go out of the way, right? Like if somebody needs something that you would normally do, maybe just tell them, I can't this week. I'm so sorry. You need to conserve your energy, and I have a feeling because something bigger is going to be happening, right? We've talked about this, right, for the last couple of weeks, the monthly, like some big energy shifts, big results, right? Things are coming in. But this week, this little brief time of this week, you need to relax a little, okay? You need to conserve your energy. That doesn't mean that you're not going to do anything. It just kind of take it easy. Then you have the King of Wands. So now this is interesting, right? Because the King of Wands is about passion and taking action. But in this reading, it's more about honoring yourself, okay? You have this vision, you know what you're trying to manifest. These are good things. But really in this spread, it's saying honor yourself. Take some time for you. Put yourself first. Maybe you can't do it every, day all day long, but you need to find that time, you know. Then you have, I love this, you have the Ace of Wands. So now, because you're taking this rest, because you're releasing some of the old things, maybe it's old patterns, old thoughts, old whatever it might be, the divine is coming in because the aces are literally the divine handing you a gift or an opportunity. You have to decide to take it or not, though. You have free will. You can say no to it, right? But this is new potential. I feel like this is a new idea coming in, new potential, a new creative idea on how to manifest your goals, but you can't see it because you're hanging on to some old thought process that's not really serving you. or you're going too fast, right? And you got to take that break so that this new passionate potential idea, right, can come in. All right, because divine wants to hand it to you, but you're so busy, you're not seeing it. Okay, so really take that time this week. It's important, and we need to do that every so often anyway. I mean, it's just important to rejuvenate ourselves, right? So also you have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, this is talking about, you know, that long term sustainability on what you are trying to manifest, the seeds that you've been planting. There, it is there, okay? But like with anything, we need a little bit of patience to let it grow, right? You don't want to pick that fruit too early. It won't be sweet, it will be bitter. And this is a reminder to kind of slow down a little bit. Don't worry about it because it will be there, but we just need to kind of slow down. Then you have the Hangman in reverse. So this is spirit saying, yeah, you got, this is just confirmation of letting go, whatever that is. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a situation. I have a feeling a lot of it's kind of thought process, like, oh, I want to get there this way, right? And it's just not the right way to get there, and you're just not seeing it clearly this week. But if you take that step back, you definitely will. You have the Four of Pentacles. What this brings in is it's going to bring in security and that power for you, okay? It really is. You can feel it. I know you can feel it, guys. I can feel it. The energy has been building. But just, it's, what's a good example? Okay, so if you, and I'm no runner, okay, I'm not a marathon runner, but if you think about a marathon runner, they are full of passion and fire to run that long, to run that distance. They are, but they have different paces, right? They've trained themselves, they've learned themselves enough to say, okay, this is where I'm going to pick it up, this is where I'm going to slow it down, this is where I'm going to pick it up again, and this is where I'm going to slow it down. And that's how they are able to sustain that energy and get to the finish line. Okay, so again, the power and the security, it's there. Okay, but we don't have to push it. Okay, we don't have to push it. That's what Spirit's saying. And again, here we go, right next to that, if I could pick it up, you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Slow down this week. Slow down. Okay, slow. Take it easy. Okay, we get very excited. I'm very excited, right? There's lots of things coming in for Taurus, but just take a breather now, okay? Lots of cards saying slow down. You have the Four of Wands. This is great. This is that stability, the harmony in the home. This leads to celebration. It does. But again, it's in this reading, this is more about that stability in the sense of you're feeling secure, things are good, take a break, rest, okay? That's really what this card is saying at this point. Take that rest. You've completed, completion, you've completed what you've needed to do for now. So now take that moment, okay? Because, again, here we go, right? The Fool comes out. There's this new journey coming in. We've been talking about this. These new opportunities coming in. This new life coming in. This new path for you. Okay, so it's like Spirit saying, hey, you got to conserve that energy because this is going to be a whirlwind, but in a good way. Okay, so rest it now. Take that step back now. Again, you have the Devil in reverse. That is all about releasing, okay? Releasing. So whatever that old is, that Spirit's talking about, release the old, whatever thought pattern it is, situation it is, finally let go of it, whatever it is, they're saying release it, put an end to it. Like, this is the final release. And look at this. You have the King of Cups. This is bringing in a lot of emotional stability right now because sometimes we get so excited, right? We get over emotional about it. We can't think clearly. Then we're not making the best decisions. Okay, so this will bring you that emotional stability that you need. And it's confirmed here because the bottom of the deck, has this Two of Swords, which is all about making decisions, right? It is all about making the decisions. So I feel like Spirit's trying to say the decision you need to make is to release that old for the good, like finally, like get it all out, right? And to make the decision to step back, to rest. Because again, Divine can give me the messages, but you ultimately have free will. So you really, really need to make the decision to take the advice from Spirit about conserving that energy so that new big potential can come in, because that big change is happening. We've been talking about this. So now it's time to just take a step back. Listen, guys, a couple of days, it's a weekly read, is not a long time. Take some time for you, okay? Honor yourself. Slow down so that the clarity can come in. And last piece of advice from Spirit, I do love this, is worthwhile. I love it. Life is not about being taught a lesson for getting something wrong. It's about having an experience that adds richness to your life. It will be very much worthwhile for you to take that rest. Okay? It will be very worthwhile. It's going to open up new ways of seeing things, new potential. Okay? So take that rest. Take a couple days off if you can. If you got it, take it and use it to do whatever it is that rejuvenates your soul. Taking a walk in nature, taking a whole day to yourself, being pampered, whatever that is. Okay. And if you can't do that, just a little bit each day, right? So I love this for you, Taurus. I think it's definitely needed, and a lot of you aren't going to want to do it, but I'm telling you, Spirit's like, yes, please do. Conserve that energy this week. All right. Excuse me. So, Taurus, let me know in the comments, how does this resonate with you? What is going on? I read each and every comment. I try to reply to every comment. Make sure you hit the like, share, and the subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that this is of value to you. And, of course, don't forget to click on the little bell. That little bell notifies you of when Spirit and I upload a new video. So I'm just going to leave it with this. Do it. All right? Do it. Conserve that energy this week.